Greetings, minions, survivalists, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade playing 7 Days to Die, Alpha 18.4, and it's episode 166. It's a Monday, which means I'm going to be yapping at you a bit while things are kind of cooking. Let's check on that real quick, because I just loaded a game. I didn't even check what was going on. Let's see, and be over here. Okay, so we got bullets, got mines. That'll be going for a little bit. Ammo and mines. We're making up a bunch of the iron spike traps there. So while we're waiting on all this, it should take just a little bit. I'm just gonna blather on. It's Monday, that's what they're for. Anyways, this has been a crazy week. It started off with our washing machine. Our washing machine was starting to sound like a garbage disposal, just grinding, and it was really bad, really loud. So we had to take that out, and for 400 bucks we got another one. It was a used, but it's like a year old. Now the old washing machine, it was 1 month after the 3-year warranty wore off. Ain't that always the case? Anyways, got the new washing machine in, and it was heavier than the other one. And hooked up the water to it, hooked up power. The cold water, though, the pipe had corroded, or the screw-in part up to the water supply had corroded, and so we needed to, get that off. And in the process of wrenching that off, we broke the valve. We cracked the housing of the valve for the water supply from the house. So we then had to replace some copper pipes, which was a pain in the ass as well. Hello. I guess he found one of the spikes. So my dad had to go and get the parts, and him and I hooked it all up, and we got the washing machine going. And then came another problem. The washing machine, as heavy as it is, likes to dance across the floor. So whenever you get a load going, it doesn't even have to be off balance. It just get any load going, it starts moving across the floor. So we have to rebalance that damn thing, or at least get 4x4 blocks of wood to screw into the floor and bracket the washing machine to stay in place. And so there's that. The other thing is my 4-year-old nephew, who you may hear cry occasionally, or screech occasionally, or scream occasionally, because that's what he likes to do. He's almost 4 years old. In fact, September 1st, he'll be 4 years old. So he's getting to be a big boy. Too big for a crib, but the problem is this house doesn't have enough room for 7 people. So they stay in, my 2 nephews stay in cribs in the living room. My sister sleeps on a mattress in the back end of a hallway. I have my room, my brother has his room, my mom and dad have their room. My mom sleeps in the downstairs area because she can't climb up and down stairs all that easily. And well, sleeping downstairs means you're closer to the only bathroom we have in the house. Anyway, the oldest nephew he has now learned how to get out of his crib. And I see him getting up over the edge, and I tell him to get down, and he keeps doing it. And so I give him some firm swats on the hind end, and that dissuades him for a little bit. He doesn't cry. That's the scary thing about it, is he doesn't cry, and he's supposed to. It's supposed to be a painful thing, and it's, you know, negative reinforcement. But he keeps doing it. And so yesterday he got out of his crib while my mom was looking away. I guess she was doing something in the kitchen or something. Anyways, he got out. He crawled upstairs, and he was found on my sister's bed, just playing around. And of course that makes all of our hairs turn white. And I can relate, because I'd hate being cooped up in a crib all day and not able to get out and do anything when you have a bunch of old people around that aren't exactly free to play when you want, you know? I mean, that's it sucks, but that's just kind of the way it is, you know? I actually want to take these with me. But, so yeah, dealing with that. And if you've been following me on Twitter, this week I would not recommend it. YouTube Gaming did a tweet for, they're promoting Brie Larson, the actress, promoting her channel. And, you know, she's got a channel, Will Smith's got a channel, Jack Black's got a channel. That's fine, I don't care. I don't follow celebrities, really. I don't care about the thoughts that go through a celebrity's head. I don't really give a damn. They're free to their thoughts, but I'm also free to not follow them. And my angle is that I would prefer YouTube to promote small channels. Now, there's a channel that I don't know, I can't remember how I come across. It must have been through someone else, but anyway, there's Gaming Sam, Angst Attack, and there's a whole bunch of other channels that I've just recently discovered. I think I've been talking with Angst Attack for a while, but you know, it's just trying to promote their channels. You know, they're small channels. I think Gaming Sam is only has just around 100 subscribers, and you know, I want to promote them. I want to help them. You know, make it big, get people to the channel. Because I remember what it's like when I only had 28 subscribers, and then when I had 100 subscribers, how it felt quite daunting that you're just not getting anywhere. You're spinning your wheels, and you look at other channels, and you see that they just go explosive overnight. They go from maybe 10 to 100, and then they're like a couple thousand in a very short span, and you're still there spinning your wheels, and it's just like, you know, what the hell? I would rather have YouTube promote those type of channels, especially when it's YouTube Gaming on Twitter. Promote the game channels like that instead of a brain dead celebrity who has already got a built-in audience of thousands, if not millions. They don't need your help. You know, it's like giving $5 to a millionaire. It's like big deal to a millionaire, but $5 to somebody who doesn't have $5, that is a big deal, right? So I said as much. I'm like, you know, I would much rather see promoting small channels instead of celebrities. That's kind of the gist of what I said anyway. And because it was a Brie Larson video, and it wasn't directed at Brie Larson, but because it was, and she's got some very psychotic fans. I mean, they put the fanatic in fan. I had one really just constantly replying to me, and of course, I'm not going to back down from a fight. You know, I'm not going to back down and, you know, cower because of someone bullying me. So I just kept replying back, which I gotta admit is a little childish, but at the same end, I'm gonna stand on principle on it. I'm not gonna be pushed around and have people lie about me and say nothing, you know. So it got a bit chaotic. It also, for me, it was amusing, really. I mean, it was annoying at first because I said one thing, they meant, you know, took it to mean something I totally did not say. Oh, got a girlfriend, ex-girlfriend out here. But it's just like, you know what, if you can't beat them, troll them. So it got to a point where just like, this person did not take their meds. They really should have taken their meds. Oh, there's a airdrop. And so I kind of went overboard on the counter harassment, I guess you could say. It wasn't really harassment, but it just the trolling bit. But yeah, and that was on the YouTube gaming feed. And it was obnoxious. And I was probably a bit obnoxious too, but that person ended up following me on Twitter and dragging it over so that every one of you guys that follow me can see it. And it's just like, really? It's bad enough you can't read what I wrote, and then you make a big hullabaloo about it on that feed. Now you're gonna drag it back to my feed, and it's like, no. It's game time trolling. And I kind of went overboard and all out. Of that, I don't regret a damn thing. Alright, where is this damn thing? Is it across the river? It's in the river. Okay. Hello. Oop. Good die. Alright, where is this stupid thing? Right there. Okay. Let's take that out. Can I breathe here? Really? Anyways, the whole Twitter thing got stupid. I mean, it was amusing to me, but it was just stupid. It just... When people can't see objective reality, and they start making things up in their mind of what a person says, it's annoying. It's kind of infuriating because to a degree, but at the same time, it's like the only way you can really combat it is with humor, a little self-deprecation, or self-defecation, as I like to say, just because that just amps up the deprecation. But it just, I know, it was ridiculous. So let's see what we got. We got ammo. Nothing really special, but whatever. I guess the moral of the story is don't get too caught up idolizing somebody, because everybody is a human being. They're not perfect. Not me, not the person that was essentially harassing me. Definitely not Brie Larson. I mean, she's human. Not a very good human in my book, but that's my opinion. But this other person thought she was the sun and stars, and it's like, no, she's a mediocre actress at best. But it's just the thing that really got to me to a degree was the false accusations. And then there was somebody that followed this person, not the actual person that I was trolling and talking to, but someone else that apparently followed the same crowd, I guess you could say. Actually sent me a death threat. Now, it wasn't exactly what I would say a credible death threat. It's kind of like some little 14-year-old girl saying, "I'm gonna kill you. You don't agree the way, or don't think the way I want you to think, so I'm gonna kill you." It's like, bitch, please. But at the same end, we live in a day and age where you can't just be dismissive, at least completely, of death threats. I have a family I have to think about, so it's kinda not smart to threaten me. And then I got accused of faking a death threat. So, I have screenshots of all this. If someone's getting belligerent with me, whether it's political stuff or if it's over this kind of stupid stuff, I'm going to start taking screen caps of it. Kind of got out of hand, and it really shouldn't have, but what can I say? I love to stir the pot a little. I mean, it's in my mischievous nature. Alright, gotta get these. This is not gonna be enough, because it's just a few hours away from Horde Night. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get all these in, but I know I can get most of the mines in. And stuck on you. Okay. One of the things I've learned, I'm an avid reader. I read a lot, and more often, it looks like I got them all done. One of the things I read read a lot, I should say, was Frank Herbert's Dune series. It's probably my absolute favorite sci-fi novel series of all time. And one of several themes in the books is the way you look at leaders. Or leaders, messiahs, messianic figures type thing. Don't put anybody that's human too high on a pedestal. And then also there's, governance, drug use, those kind of things. But mostly, the thing I get, and I take away from all that is, watch out for who you idolize. One of the things the book really pressed home about was how the Fremen, the desert people, basically made Paul Atreides a Jesus type figure, and they didn't want to see him as a human with human frailties. And that kind of, well, that more or less takes place, I think, in the second book. Was it Dune Messiah or Children of Dune? I think it was Dune Messiah. Yeah, it's not full coverage, but it will have to do. Alright, so let's go check those other entrances. That'll definitely keep this side covered at least. And let's go over here. I don't quite have enough of those yet. And the reason why I mentioned the Dune thing is it does pair in with what I was saying about that Brie Larson fan, which seemed more like a bot than an actual fan, although the term bot is used too much in terms of fandom. It's like, you don't like someone's opinion, oh, they're just a bot. It's a way to dismiss people without giving them any humanity. Your opinion doesn't matter. You're a bot. It's bullshit. It's lazy. But tying into the Dune thing, Brie Larson's fans shouldn't put her up on a pedestal. If you're a public figure and you give opinions, you are not immune to criticism. You're not immune to critique. You're not immune to free speech. And I'm not immune to it. I'm pretty sure someone can definitely chew my ass out for things that I've said or done, and I will debate them on it. But I'll never say, you can't say this because I'm this. That's bullshit. You're a human being. I'm a human being. You don't have any more rights than I do. You should not have any more rights than I do. I should not have any more rights than you do. At the same time, you have also the right to not listen to somebody. if you don't want to. But you don't have a right to limit someone's free speech because you don't like what they're saying. There's a lot of people, I don't like what they're saying. However, I would never say someone has to take away their speech, which is pretty much what cancel culture has become. Can't stand it. You know, say what you want. I'll disagree. Hopefully respectfully disagree if you're respectful to me. You give me, I give to, what you give to me, I will give to you. If you're not respectful, well, I'll just say fuck off and walk away. But I will still say that you have the right to say whatever you want. Just like I have the right to reply and also the right to walk away. Although sometimes I don't walk away because I'm a sucker for punishment. Yeah. Anyway. I know I'm beating a dead horse here and getting stuff done, but I just want to get that off my chest. Also, it's been a reasonably decent week with it just now starting to get warm outside. I mean, well, not just warm, like hot outside. And so I'm doing this on a Friday night, Saturday morning, whereas otherwise I'd be doing this on a Saturday morning or Saturday night, Sunday morning. And it's been a full day for me. Okay, so I'm pretty sure all the crops are done. And let's see, let's take an assessment here of what we got. We got all the ammo is pretty much made up. Still cranking out some spike traps. Got some mines laid out, although I actually, now that I think about it, I wish I had a bit more. Just to cover all those entrances into the filter wall. So next episode will probably be the last episode before Horde Night. It may be short, it depends. And then we'll have Horde Night, and then after the Horde Night, we'll kind of assess the damage, and then we start going into the big boom, the big bang, the big kablooey. And I'll have to exit the game, back up the save, and then we will start planting oodles and oodles of little blocks of TNT. And Echo Base will be no more, and this series will come to an end. So anyways, with that being said, I mean, I got some stuff to do. But with that being said, thank you guys for putting up with me this episode. It's been a lot of chatter, but we did do a couple things, get things done. Yeah, so anyways, until next time, see you later. Twitch.